And some call it a debate yesterday, Northern Hotel, Hart Albin. And the headline that I used on a blog post early this morning was something to the effect of transient population is bursting at the seams in Billings. It truly is.
It is.
And we now need to get a handle on it. So what happened at the meeting yesterday?
Yeah, at the meeting yesterday was really just a call to action. I wanted to get particularly our elected and city officials to come in and hear it straight from the horse's mouth, from my businesses and from our nonprofit leadership about what they were seeing on the street. Larry, our city has grown. It's growing.
Not going to stop.
Not going to stop. No. And downtown is not going to become less urban as we go forward, as a city. It will become more urban and diverse. And we need to be ready for that. And I think that in a lot of ways we haven't caught up to the problem. Do you know what I'm saying? For a while, I was saying, let's get ahead of it. But we can't even get ahead of it. We got to catch up with it right now. And I'm talking about a transient problem. I'm not talking about a homeless problem. We are the largest city, and we are tasked with caring for individuals that are experiencing homelessness or are at risk in other ways. And we wear that mantle well here. You know that. You know all the providers that we have here. Yeah. They're amazing. And I'm going to tell you, the rescue mission here, Perry, it represents a provider that has the business model right, is a good community partner, and is not having any of the problems that we talked about at this meeting. So it was a time for everybody in that room got up. 100 people stood up and said why they were there and how they were experiencing the issue. Mayor Hannell as well, and Police Chief St. John. Everybody in that room. It was a time for our leadership to hear it from the horse's mouth, because I go to council a lot, and my members say this. My members would like that. Doesn't mean anything unless they hear it from business owners and providers, and it was compelling. It really was. We'll get into the crux of what some are calling a problem, which I disagree with the word problem, to be honest with you.
Thank you.
Some call it a debate. Sorry,
Yeah,
it's
a debate.
The problem is the wrong word, in my opinion, and I can have my opinion because the issue we're talking about is what some call the ever-growing transient problem downtown Billings. I did offer up Ed and one of their staffers if they wanted to join us from St. Vincent de Paul. They've declined at this time. They may join us at a later date. They were part of the meeting yesterday too. Let me go over a few things in one of the more than one media story about this topic. Lisa Harmon, you say this. You say the businesses downtown are close to each other, which means problems escalate quickly and affect many people at once. Mayor Hannell and Police Chief St. John agree exactly with what you say. Is there some misunderstanding on what your beliefs are with regards to the transients?
No, I don't think there's a misunderstanding. I think downtown is really densely built. We build up and we have a critical mass of people, and so it does affect a lot of people if we are experiencing an issue or an uptick in the transiency, as we are currently seeing. And as we mentioned in the last segment, that we're growing as a city. Our economy is really good. People are coming here. Even from the Bakken, we're seeing people come in here. And
no, that's major growth for Billings, is the Bakken.
Major growth. And, when you've got growth as a city, all those demographics grow, not just the high and median, but also our at-risk populations. And so we're trying to get out in front of it if we can. I don't think I think people know my heart and the outreach, work that we do in downtown. I think that there's a lot of misinformation, and people might not be informed about the difference between a transient, a panhandler, and a homeless person.
Yeah, there's three different individuals.
I think Perry would agree.
Yeah. 294-0970, 294-0970 into our studio. You can ask questions, things that you've heard about, ask them on the Billings Morning News. But what are the attractants? Ask yourself, what are the attractants for transients to stay in Billings? You got the bus depot. The bus depot is a major attractant for transients. In any town, USA, not just Billings, Montana.
Right.
Is the railroad, is that an attractant?
People still ride the rails, but not like they used to.
Right.
That is a factor. I think the close proximity and the challenge. I think Chief St. John, really nailed it yesterday. He said, just don't give people money.
And save the $5, so don't enable the transients.
That's part of the issue. That's part of why they come down here, because it's just a place where they can see a lot of people.
I give a buck or two.
Stop doing
shame
that.
On you.
Stop.
Don't we all? I know.
Stop it.
You've
Lisa,
got to stop, dear.
I know. And sometimes,
that right individual, it's really tough.
Yeah, but
It is.
imagine.
I mean, it pulls on your heartstrings.
Yeah.
It pulls on my heartstrings.
Well, with Montana Rescue Commission, every day pulls on your heartstrings.
Well, we feed.
Yeah, but
we feed hundreds of people every day.
But the right way of giving is to give to Perry's organization and others that are out there, St. Vincent's Paul Charity Office, and those that are doing the work.